Test one, test one, test one, two.
Hello, everyone, and welcome in to this Monday night WIAA baseball broadcast right here on Zaleski Sports. My name is Caleb Jacoby alongside Vinny V. Laurel doing the production here tonight. Also, Jason Zaleski out on the field taking some pictures as well. As tonight we have the Columbus Dons hosting the Bloomer Blackhawks here tonight. And before we get into starting lineups, national anthem, we'll step aside. Be back after this on Zaleski Sports.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
For over 50 years, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield has served the area with the talent and expertise of big city dentistry with a hometown feel. With our multi-specialty staff and board-certified periodontist, orthodontist, and pediatric dentist, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has solutions for our patients of all ages from 1 to 100. We take pride in being in-network with an array of insurance companies to meet the needs of our community and our patients. No matter what your dental need, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield will be there for you.
All right, welcome back, everybody. It's now time for your starting lineups. We're going to start with the fielders for the Columbus Dons to start this thing off. For the Dons, leading off, it is the pitcher on the mound tonight, Emmett Konieczny. And at the 2 spot in the order is shortstop Blake Jacoby. At the 3 spot, center fielder Brock Bennington. At the 4, catcher Cole Timler. At the 5 spot, left fielder Zane Adler. At the 6, first baseman Grant Olson. 7 spot, it's third baseman Cy Becker. At the 8, right fielder Alex Edwards. And at number 9, it's the designated hitter Cole Hansen. Nathan Nemitz out at second base tonight for the Dons. And for the Bloomer Blackhawks, who will be up to bat first, leading off is Jay Ryder, the center fielder. At the 2 spot, it's shortstop Connor Crane. At the 3, pitcher Keegan Yonk. At the 4 spot, catcher Jack Strand. At the 5, first baseman Zeke Strand. At the 6, third baseman Colin Crane. And batting out of the 7 spot, it's designated hitter Justin Rogatsky. And at second base, not in the batting order, is Thomas Stoffel. And at the 8 spot, it's right fielder Gabe Prince. At the 9, it's left fielder Marcus Harrelstead for the Bloomer Blackhawks here tonight. Again, both of these teams come in finishing off extremely successful seasons. Both of these teams are 1 seeds in the WIAA playoffs that'll take place early next week, as the Dons are the 1 seed in Division 4. Bloomer, Division 2, 1 seed. Bloomer comes in at 16-3 overall, 10-2 in the Clover Belt West. They're second in the conference. And for the Dons, they're 15-2 overall, 10-0 in the Clover Belt East. Good for first place and the conference title this season. But starting off, it's Ryder. He swings on the first pitch, hits it deep out into center field, and is caught for out number 1 on the first pitch from Konieczny. So Ryder flies out to center with the first at-bat of the night. We move on to the 2 spot in the order with shortstop Connor Crane. And again, it is Emmett Konieczny on the mound for the Dons. First pitch misses outside for ball 1. The 1-0 to Crane. Swings on that one, pops it up into shallow right field. Very shallow, and will be caught for out number 2 by Nathan Nemitz. So a quick 2 outs and just 3 pitches from Konieczny. And it's Keegan Yonk, the pitcher for Bloomer, up to bat with nobody on and 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. That one goes way outside for ball 1. The 1-0 to Keegan Yonk. That one low and outside again for ball 2. Both these teams looking to get a win to finish their regular season. That one misses again as well. And it's 3-0 to Yonk. But again, both these teams looking to finish off their seasons with a win before playoff time, and that is a walk in 4 pitches to Keegan Yonk. So the first base runner of the night. And on to the 4 spot in the order, it is catcher Jack Strand. Strand with a runner at first. And the first pitch misses for ball one. So Konechny looking to get one into the strike zone here. And that one's going to miss high for ball two now. And it's 2-0 to Jack Strand. Again, a runner at first and 2 outs. And that one's a called strike one. So Konechny able to hit the outside edge of the strike zone there and break that 6 balls thrown streak and get a strike. That one swung on, fouled back into the outfield and likely into the parking lot. As the count evens up at 2-2 to Strand. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on, grounded very slowly over to first, and Konechny able to make the throw to first base for out number 3. And that'll do it for the top of the first inning. 1 runner left stranded, nobody scores, no hits, and it's 0-0 after 1/2 inning. We'll step aside, be back with the bottom of the second right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Really got to understand what what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And, you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has, you know, my best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and More than just awards.
Yes. Well, welcome back, everybody, as we get set to start the bottom of the first inning. We're tied at zeros as the Blackhawks had a runner on base, was walked, but other than that, nothing doing for Bloomer in the first inning. As we have a chance to hear from our friends over at Fleet Farm. Don't miss Fleet Farm's Countdown to Summer event. Save on everything for your outdoor work and play, from lawn and garden tools to grilling and fishing gear. Save today. Fleet Farm, proudly serving the Midwest since 1955. And a very long wait here as we get set to start the bottom of the first. But it looks like we're set to go here on the mound for Bloomer tonight. Getting the start at pitcher is Keegan Yonk, and he'll face Columbus' starting pitcher tonight, Emmett Konechny, the leadoff batter for the Dons. It's Konechny, Jacoby, and Bennington at the 1-2-3 tonight for the Dons. Yonk's first pitch, strike one. And truly a heavyweight matchup to end the season for both of these teams. It was originally supposed to be Columbus and Assumption here tonight, but the Dons, no disrespect to the Assumption Royals, but Dons getting a bigger challenge here. And at second base tonight, it's Thomas Stoffel. Is that second base? Yep. 2-1 the count to Konechny. That one misses low and outside. Ball 3. So the first pitch a strike. Now 3 straight balls thrown. And it's 3-1 the count to Emmett Konieczny. Strike two. But again, as we mentioned, the Dons with this rescheduling of Bloomer really getting a tough test tonight heading into the playoffs against a fellow 1 seed in this year's playoffs. Full count pitch, a check swing, and it's strike three. Konieczny goes down. I think that was just a called strike three regardless. We'll say goes down looking. He may have went around, but I believe it was just a called strike three. And that is out number one as we move on to the 2 spot in the order, and it is shortstop Blake Jacoby with nobody on and 1 out. He hits that one out into center field on the first pitch, and it is a base hit for Blake Jacoby to get things started here for the Dons in the first inning. So Jacoby's on at first. And to the 3 spot in the order, it's center fielder Brock Bennington. First pitch called strike to Bennington. Oh and 1. Lone outside for ball one. The count evens up at 1 and 1. So a reminder, it's not the only game we have going on here on the Zaleski Sports Broadcast Network tonight. Also Spash at Wisconsin Rapids baseball tonight as well. Throw to first, not in time. We also have Rosholt at Stratford tonight. Of course, our game, and Mosinee and Marshfield going to start in about an hour. It's Mosinee at Marshfield Soccer. Two and 1 the count to Bennington, and Bennington follows it back. Count evens up at 2 and 2 now. But again, we got Spash at Wisconsin Rapids baseball live right now as well. So we got a couple different devices. Have our game on. Have that, throw that one on as well. Be a couple of good games. That is hit out into left field hard, and it's another base hit for the Dons. This time Brock Bennington. So Bennington stands up at first, and runners at first and second for catcher Cole Timler. The Dons wasting no time at the plate here in the bottom of the first. After the first strikeout from Konieczny, it's back-to-back base hits for Jacoby and Bennington. Now Cole Timler will look to do much the same. Pops that one back, foul, out of play. 4th strike one. It's 0-1 now to Timler with runners at first and second base and 1 out. Swings on that one, hits it high out into center field. That one still going and is caught out there in center field for out number 2 by Jay Ryder. So Timler flies out to center. And with 2 outs, it is left fielder Zane Adler up to bat for the Dons. He'll look to see if he can bring in at least 1 run here in the first. Yonk on the mound. Winds and throws. That one high for ball 1. Throw to first. Not in time. Not in time as Bennington able to slide back. It's 1-0 now to Adler. Yonk checks over to second. Now throws. That one grounded to third, and they'll get the force out at third base. 4 out number 3. So Adler grounds out, and the score remains tied at 0 after 1 inning. The Dons with 2 hits, though. They leave 2 stranded. Score none. We'll step aside. It's 0-0 here from Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. We'll be back after this on Zaleski Sports.
R&R Flooring in Spencer is your place for the best in innovation and lowest pricing for your flooring project. New or remodeled, tile, carpet, hardwood, ceramic, cork, you name it, R&R Flooring is ready for you today. R&R Flooring supports area programs like the broadcast you're watching and also supports area suppliers so you get great quality and pricing that fits your budget. Go to R&R Flooring today to see their showroom of flooring, furniture, mattresses, and custom-built showers. R&R Flooring in Spencer.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. They are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
Welcome back, everybody. We're tied at 0 as we get set to start the top of the second inning, as it will be the Bloomer Blackhawks up to bat. But first, we'll hear from our friends over at Nicolay Construction. It's time to get back to work. It's time to find a great job with great pay at Nicolay Construction. Nicolay Construction of Marshfield is a well-established, family-owned business with a welcoming environment for you to be a part of today. Find year-round work in carpentry, concrete, steel, and excavation that has you home every night. Stop in and see Brad or Rob at Nicolay Construction on East 29th Street in Marshfield to get started. Get back to work with Nicolay Construction. Leading off here in the top of the second for the Blackhawks is Zeke Strand, the first baseman. It's the 5, 6, 7 spots due up for Bloomer. And Strand has a leadoff base hit on the first pitch to get things going here in the second for the Blackhawks. It is the first hit of the night for Bloomer. Now up to bat out of the 6th spot, it's third baseman Colin Crane. Throw to first, not in time. Strand shuffles back. First pitch to Crane. Low for ball 1. Again, Emmett Konechny on the mound, getting the start for the Dons tonight. The 1-0. That one hits for strike 1, and the count evens up at 1-1. 1-1 to Colin Crane with a runner at first and no outs here in the top of the second. That one's fouled out of play. Now 1-2 to Crane. A relatively brisk summer night here at Jack Hackman Field. Cool 60 degrees. And that one is hit out into right field. Still ranging back and lost it in the sun. It's gonna be a hit. And it'll wind up as a double, as Alex Edwards seemed to have just lost that one in the sun. It may have got caught up right where the sun was shining, and that's going to fall for a double for Colin Crane. And what a start to the second inning for the Blackhawks, as they now have 2 runners in scoring position with no outs. It's Justin Rogatsky, the designated hitter, up to bat. First pitch outside for a ball. 1-0 now to Rogatsky. Make it 1-1, as that is called strike one. But again, 2 runners in scoring position at second and third base with no outs. Rogatsky up to bat, and he looks at another strike. It's now 1-2 the count now to Justin Rogatsky. Swings on that one, fouls it back out of play. As he stays alive in the count, it remains 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Called strike 3 for Emmett Konieczny. And that's a perfect time. It's our Serve Pro strikeout there for Emmett Konieczny. Now up to bat, it's Gabe Prince, the right fielder. And it's 2-0 to Gabe Prince. That is grounded into the gap, into left field, and it's an RBI base hit, and the Blackhawks have taken the lead here in the second inning. An RBI base hit for Gabe Prince. Prince brings in Strand. It advances, no, it does not advance Colin Crane. So runners at first and second with Prince at first, Crane at second. And to the 9th spot in the order with Marcus Harrelstead. Still just 1 out, as that's strike 1 to Harrelstead. So Bloomer has taken the lead here in the second inning. That one's low in the dirt, and Aaron pitch gets below the glove, and that'll advance the runners to second and third base. So back with 2 runners in scoring position. It's 1-1 to Harrelstead. That one got right under Cole Timler's glove. That is swung on out into the gap into center field, and this will bring in at least 1 run. The other one coming around and will score as well. It's a 2 RBI base hit for Marcus Harrelstead. And the Blackhawks have taken a 3-0 lead here in the second inning. Blackhawks showing why they're a number 1 seed in Division II. Back to the top of the order, Jay Ryder. First pitch is a ball. I believe it's 1-0 now to Ryder. Swings on that one, fouls it back. And now the count evens up at 1-1 to Jay Ryder. So 1-1. As it's 3-0 Blackhawks here in the second inning. They've broke it open a bit here in the second, and that is hit hard out into left center field, and it will fall. Yet another hit for this Blackhawks team. This time it's Jay Ryder with the base hit. It advances Harrelstead to second. And that is now 5 hits here in the second inning for Bloomer. Got 5 hits and 6 at-bats here in the second inning. Connor Crane, the shortstop, up to bat now. And we're now just getting into the meat of the order for Bloomer. That's a ball. The hits came from the 5, the 6, 7, and 8, or excuse me, the 5, 6, 8, and 9 spots initially for the Blackhawks, as that one's fouled off and out of play. Count evens up at 1-1 to Connor Crane. But again, we said it coming into the game, the Dons are going to get a test here tonight against a very good Bloomer team. And that's popped up into foul territory and is caught for out number 2 by Grant Olson. So the Dons were able to get the second out. Now to the 3 spot in the order, it's pitcher Keegan Yonk. And again, we talk about having a test to end the season. Every coach I've talked to always says they'd rather play very good teams and lose and get that kind of experience and play maybe lesser teams that you're going to mercy rule them. Learn a lot more in those tough games, whether you win or lose. And that one's low for another ball. It's 2-0. Throw to second, not in time. Of course, you'd prefer to win every game. Goes without saying. But Yonk up to bat. And that one misses as well, and it's a quick 3-0 to Keegan Yonk. And Yonk was walked in his last at-bat. Again, in 4 pitches. And he's going to be walked in 4 pitches again. So there's something about Keegan Yonk. And a courtesy runner now for Bloomer. And I believe I heard number 4 out there, which would be Carson Koonsman. So Koonsman, the courtesy runner, over there at first base. And the bases are now loaded with 2 outs for Jack Strand, as Bloomer has now officially made it all the way through their batting lineup. First pitch misses for ball 1. Strand grounded out in his first at-bat back in the first inning. The 1-0. Outside again. 2-0 now to Jack Strand. Again, bases loaded, 2 outs. A big swing and a miss on that one. And Strand wanted all of that pitch. The 2-1, that's popped up, back out of play. And right out by the bleachers here. And the count evens up now at 2-2 to Jack Strand. Of course, Konechny on the mound. And the 2-2 pitch is lightly swung on, kind of tapped out into foul territory for out number 3. And that'll do it for the top of the second, but the Blackhawks put up 3 runs on 5 hits, 1 walked. They leave 3 runners stranded. It's 3-0 Bloomer after 1.5. We'll step aside, be back with the bottom of the second right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, has been a Central Wisconsin resident her entire life. That means she has the inside edge on knowing the landscape and what it takes to care for your real estate needs. Whether you're buying or selling, Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, is your friend and neighbor, ready to help.
I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, with experience in residential and commercial real estate. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
At Bauer & Fine Business Technologies in Marshfield, our company has been serving Central Wisconsin since 1955. We're still locally owned and believe strongly in supporting the communities that support us. If you're a current customer, thank you. If you're not a current customer, we'd love to work with you. Let's talk about copiers, printers, postage meters, and network services. Give us a call today at 800-288-2712 or visit our website at b-bt.com. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies. Better business together.
Welcome back, everybody. Bloomer leads Columbus Catholic 3-0 as we get set to start the bottom of the second inning here at Hackman Field in Marshfield, Wisconsin. Once again, my name is Cale Jacoby alongside Vinny Villarreal doing the production here tonight. Jason Zaleski also around here somewhere, as it will be the Dons up to bat here in the bottom of the second. The 6, 7, 8 spots due up. Grant Olson, Cy Becker, and Alex Edwards. Olson will lead it off. Olson, the first baseman. Gonna look to try to chip into this 3-run deficit the Dons find themselves in. Yonk still on the mound for the Blackhawks. And that's called strike one on the first pitch. 0-1 to Olson. Big swing and a miss on the second pitch, and it's quickly 0-2 now to Grant Olson. The 0-2 pitch. Called strike three, and Olson goes down looking in 3 pitches for out number 1 here in the bottom of the second. Now to the 7 spot in the order, it is third baseman Cy Becker. Becker's first at-bat here tonight. And he checks his swing up high. Good check there, ball 1. The 1-0. Called strike 1. One the count. That one's grounded up the middle. Could get through, and it does. It's a base hit for Cy Becker. And he's now 1 for 1. The third hit of the night for Columbus. Now to the 8th spot in the order, it is right fielder Alex Edwards. Runner at first, 1 out. Outside for ball 1. Of course, Edwards, a standout soccer player for the Dons in the fall, and I believe member of the basketball team as well. Grant Olson also. So a multi-sport athlete, most of these guys on the team. 1-1 the count to Edwards. That one low and in the dirt for a ball, and it'll be Becker advancing to second base. So now a runner in scoring position for Columbus Catholic with a 2-1 count to Edwards. Swing and a miss. Count evens up at 2-2 now to Edwards. It's Becker over there at second base. Keegan Yonk on the mound. Yonk checks over to second. Now throws and a swing and a miss. No, said he fouled it back, caught for out number 2. So 2 outs with a runner at second base for the designated hitter, Cole Hansen. Batting out of the 9 spot. called strike one, and Keegan Yonk is really in his zone right now here in the second inning. Has given up the 3 hits thus far. And Hansen grounds that one over to third. He's going to throw to first for out number 3. It's in time. And the side is retired. So after 2 full innings, the Bloomer Blackhawks lead the Columbus Dons 3-0. We'll step aside, be back with the top of the third after this on Zaleski Sports.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business. And I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and 0 premium company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Welcome back, everybody, as we get set to start the top of the third inning. It's the Bloomer Blackhawks leading the Columbus Dons 3-0. As we get set to start the top of the third. First, thank you to our game day sponsors, Century 21 Team Community Realtors, Columbus Catholic High School, Wisconsin Homes, Tire Town, Buccaneer Supper Club, and G&D Wood Products. Big thanks to all of our great sponsors here at Zaleski Sports. Some we've already heard of tonight, some we will later on in the broadcast. Serve Pro, Fleet Farm, the ones mentioned, Nicolay Construction, Spectrum Benefit, Nasonville Dairy, of course. It's interesting tonight. Maybe it's interesting tonight. I'd say about a good 30 seconds longer allowed between half innings tonight for these pitchers to warm up. Usually it's about a minute, about a solid minute. These guys get warmed up. I'd say we're giving them a good 2 minutes tonight. As it's Konechny getting some time to warm up out there. And rather, Konechny not on the mound, and that's probably an explanation for that. For the extra time, it's Grant Olson on the mound now for the Dons. So that would explain the extra time allotted here between innings. Yes, Grant Olson out on the mound coming in for Konechny here in the third inning. So Olson on the mound for the Dons, and the first batter he will face is Zeke Strand, the first baseman. Strand 0 for 2, or excuse me, 1 for 1 on the night. He's got a base hit in his one and only at bat. It's a 1-0 here to Strand. Strike one, count evens up at 1-1 now to Strand. Fouls that one off and out of play. Make it 1-2 now to Zeke Strand. The 1-2 pitch. Low and outside for ball 2. And the count now evens up at 2-2. Again, Olson on the mound now. That is swung on, fouled out of play, as Strand stays alive at the plate. That one's away outside for ball 3, and now the count runs full. So Strand has battled his way back here. It was 1-2, now 3-2. And it's the full count. Outside for ball 4. A nice at-bat from Zeke Strand that time, as he comes from 1-2 down to a walk. Now the 6th spot in the order. It's the 5, 6, 7 due up here in the inning. We saw the 5, Zeke Strand. Now the 6, third baseman Colin Crane, with a runner at first and no outs. Crane 1 for 1 as well with a double back in the 2nd inning. Fouls the first pitch off. Oh and 1 to Crane. That one low for ball 1, evens up the count at 1-1. And Crane hits that one hard. That's going to fall out in right center field. Another hit for Colin Crane, and he's 2 for 2 now on the evening. And runners at first and second for Justin Rogatsky, the designated hitter, back up to bat for the Blackhawks. But Colin Crane now with a double and a base hit. Rogatsky 0 for 1 on the night. He struck out looking back in the 2nd inning. Looks at a ball. It's 1-0. That one outside for ball 2. 2-0 now to Rogatsky. That's called strike 1. That was a mid-yawn one there, Vinny. Yeah, that's what that was. 2-1 and a swing and a miss. Now the count evens up at 2-2 to Rogatsky, with runners at first and second base. Can Olsen retire his first batter? Yes, he can. Swung on and missed from Rogatsky. That's our Serve Pro strikeout there from Grant Olsen. Big thanks to Serve Pro. Now to the 8th spot in the order. It's right fielder Gabe Prince. With 1 out and runners at first and second. Prince had an RBI base hit, his first at bat, and this might be another one. And this is going to be close. At the plate, he's safe. An RBI base hit for Gabe Prince once again, as Zeke Strand slides in for run number 4, and Bloomer now leads 4-0. Crane advances to second. Prince holds up at first. And it is the left fielder, Marcus Harrelstead, up to bat. Looks at a ball on the first pitch. Harrelstead is 1 for 1 with a 2 RBI single in the 2nd inning. Olsen. Inside pitch. That one's grounded to short. Throw to third in time. They get the force for out number 2. So Harrelstead reaches on the fielder's choice. Now back to the top of the order. It's center fielder Jay Ryder. Ryder's 1 for 2 on the night. Flew out to center field in his first at-bat and then had a base hit in the second. Inside pitch for a ball. And still runners at first and second base. 1-0 to Ryder. 2 outs. That one misses again, ball 2. That one low outside. That's ball 3, and couldn't find the ball. And that's going to allow a runner to advance to third. That's Prince who advances to third. And it's 3-0 now to Jay Ryder. With runners at the corners. And make it 4. That's a walk. Jay Ryder is walked in 4 pitches. And the bases are now loaded. Loaded bases for shortstop Connor Crane with 2 outs. Crane is 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fly out. Looks at a strike on the first pitch. Oh, 1 to Crane. That one misses. Count evens up now at 1-1. High and outside, ball 2. So 2-1 here to Crane. That one outside again for another ball. So Olsen in danger of walking in a run here. It's 3-1 to Crane. 3-1 pitch, and that is way outside, and that'll bring in run number 5 for the Blackhawks. It's Gabe Prince coming across home. Advances Harrelstead to third. Ryder to second, and it's Crane heading to first on the walk. Now up to the 3 spot, it's pitcher Keegan Yonk, and Yonk has been walked each of his first 2 at-bats. And that one's a ball. Olsen has thrown 5 straight balls now. And that one misses. That's ball 2. That was a close one. And that one misses as well. 3-0 now the count to Yonk. And that one hits the strike zone for strike number 1. 3-1 the count now to Keegan Yonk. And Yonk has been walked each of his first 2 at-bats. And he won't be walked this time. Grounds that one to short. Throw to first in time for out number 3. So Yonk grounds out. And that'll do it for the top half of the third. But the Blackhawks put up 2 more runs on 2 hits and 3 walks. They leave 3 stranded. We'll step aside. Be back with the bottom of the third right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and 0 premium, company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Welcome back, everybody, as we get set to start the bottom of the third inning. It's the Bloomer Blackhawks leading the Columbus Dons here in the third, and Bloomer's had it going at the plate, had it going on the mound. It's been all Bloomer thus far, but 5 runs not insurmountable, especially this early on in the game. In the bottom of the third, it'll be the top of the order to start off for the Dons. It's Emmett Konieczny to lead off. Started at pitcher for the Dons. Still Yonk on the mound. And that one off the either the dirt or the ground, but it's a ball. Regardless. 1-0. Now to Konieczny. Yonk winds and throws. High for ball 2. The 2-0 pitch. Good for strike 1. Two and 1 the count to Konieczny. Leadoff batter. He struck out looking in his first at-bat. And he looks at another ball. That one high for ball 3. The count now 3-1 to Konieczny. That's there for Keegan Yonk on the mound. And the Dons have a runner on. And it's Blake Jacoby, the shortstop, up to bat. He's 1 for 1 with a base hit in his first at-bat. Oh, 1 to Jacoby. That one misses for ball 1. Count evens up at 1-1 now. Runner at first, no outs. Yonk, the 1-1. Swung on, grounded to third. Throw to second in time. No throw made to first. They get the force out at second. Konieczny is out. And Blake Jacoby reaches first on the fielder's choice. To the 3 spot in the order now, it's center fielder Brock Bennington. Bennington had a base hit in his one and only at-bat of the game back in the first inning. That one's fouled back out of play. And it's now 0-1 to Bennington. Runner at first, 1 out. Yonk on the mound. That one lone outside, another ball. And the count evens up at 1-1. A 1-1 pitch. Outside ball 2. So Yonk having a little bit of problems touching the strike zone as well here in the third. At least comparative to what he'd been doing earlier. And that's low for another ball in the dirt. 3-1 to Bennington, and Yonk's in danger of walking his second batter of the inning. Yonk throw to first, not in time. The 3-1 pitch. Swung on, popped up. Foul territory, and it is caught for out number 1. As the play is made by first baseman Zeke Strand, and out number 2. Yes. So Bennington flies out, and that brings up Cole Timler, the catcher. Timler 0 for 1 on the evening, flew out to center field in his first at bat back in the first inning. That one high for ball 1. So 1-0 to Timler with a runner at first and 2 outs. Inside pitch, make it ball 2. That one low, another ball, and it's 3-0 to Timler. He's had 3 balls on 3 of the 4 batters this inning. And that is ball 4. Caught Timler off guard a little bit, but it is ball 4, and Cole Timler is walked in 4 pitches. Runners at first and second for Zane Adler, the left fielder, up to bat now. He grounded out in his first at-bat. But a runner in scoring position now for the Dons. Down by 5 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And that is swung on down the third base line, and they'll get the force out at third base. So that'll do it for the 3rd inning. The Dons, a couple of walks, leave 2 stranded, score none, and it's 5-0 Blackhawks after 3. We'll step aside, be back with the top of the 4th inning right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted Best Pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli bacon cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118.
When you want to win games, you look for an expert. Here's 2-time national champion, Coach Jack Bennett.
I may know a few things about basketball, but I'm a rookie when it comes to vehicles. I trust the team at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers to call those shots. They're professionals. Remove the stress and anxiety of having your vehicle serviced or repaired.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Go with the winning team at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers.
Welcome back, everybody, as we get set to start the top of the 4th inning. And it is the Bloomer Blackhawks with a 5-0 lead over the Columbus Dons here as we get set to start the top of the 4th inning. But first, Spectrum Benefit Solutions. With offices located throughout central Wisconsin, Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. And I believe, yes, we have another new pitcher out on the mound for the Dons. It is Blake Jacoby, so the 3rd pitcher here of the night for the Dons in 4 innings, and Jacoby throws one high there. So Jacoby will get his shot. It was Emmett Knichny to start things off. Then it was Grant Olson in the 3rd. And now Blake Jacoby will come in in relief for Grant Olson. And leading off here in the 4th inning for the Blackhawks, it'll be Jack Strand, the catcher. The Blackhawks have made it through at least 8 batters in the last 2 innings. So Strand up to bat. He's 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fly out to left. Swings and fouls the first pitch back. 0-1 to Strand. And Jacoby on the mound. The 0-1 pitch. High for ball 1. Count evens up at 1-1. The 1-1 from Jacoby. Swung on down the third baseline, but foul. And it's now 1-2 to Jack Strand. One, two, the count. The pitch. That is hit hard into left field, and that is foul. And did that one? Yeah, I think that went over the fence, didn't it? Yeah. So that was clear of the wall. Just hit foul for Jack Strand. He got all of that one, and he's going to have a base hit. A leadoff base hit for Jack Strand. And he gets things started again for the Blackhawks, who are already up by 5. They have scored all their runs in the last 2 innings. They went scoreless in the first. And it's now Zeke Strand, the first baseman, up to bat. And he's going to have a bit. No, I spoke too soon. And wow, that one way overthrown to first, but no harm done. I spoke too soon there. From this angle, that one looked like it was going to sail farther, but it was caught for out number 1. So Strand lines out in the infield for out number 1. Now to the 6th spot in the order, it's third baseman Colin Crane. Crane is 2 for 2 with a double and a single. Swings and misses on the first pitch. It's 0-1 to Crane. And he pops that one up into the infield, and that'll be an easy out number 2. As it is grabbed by Konechny over there at shortstop. That's out number 2. On to the 7th spot in the order. It's designated hitter Justin Rogatsky. Rogatsky's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts in this one. He's got a runner at first and 2 outs. First pitch on the way. That's outside for ball 1. So 1-0 to Rogatsky. High, ball 2. Now 2-0. Lone inside, that's ball 3. So 3-0 quickly to Rogatsky. The runner at first and 2 outs. Of course, Blake Jacoby on the mound. The 3-0. Called strike 1. Now we'll see how Rogatsky handles this 3-1. He'll swing on it and foul it off, and now the count runs full to Justin Rogatsky. The 3-2 pitch. Low in the dirt for ball 4. And Rogatsky is walked. Sends Strand to second. And now to the 8th spot in the order, it is right fielder Gabe Prince. Prince is 2 for 2 with a couple of RBI base hits. Could get another one here with a runner at second. So it's Prince. He's ready to step into the box here. And now he is. So Prince at the plate. Rogatsky at first, Strand at second. Jacoby on the mound with the pitch. Swing and a miss on the first pitch to Prince. 0-1. Check swing. It's a strike anyways. And the throw to first. That one hit Strand and goes into right field. And runners will advance. So runners advance to second and third. As it's 0-2 to Gabe Prince. And now the Dons put themselves in a spot where if they give up a hit, likely it's 2 runs scored. And Prince is 2 for 2 with a couple of RBI base hits tonight. 1-2 to Prince. Swings on that one, grounds it back, foul. And the count remains 1-2. The 1-2 from Jacoby. Low for a ball. That was in the dirt. Now the count evens up at 2-2 to Prince. Swing and a miss on the 2-2 pitch. And Prince goes down swinging for out number 3. Our Serve Pro strikeout from Blake Jacoby to end the inning. So the Blackhawks score none on 1 hit. They leave 2 stranded. Blackhawks lead 5-0. We'll step aside. Be back after this on Zaleski Sports.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great childcare you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Welcome back, everybody. It's 5-0. Bloomer leads the Columbus Dons after 3.5 innings of play. It'll be Columbus up to bat, and leading off, it's the 6, 7, 8 spots. It's Grant Olson, the first baseman, leading off. So Olson is 0 for 1 on the night. He struck out looking in his first at bat in the second inning. Keegan Yonk remains on the mound. He started this and continues to stay out there, and he throws a strike on the first pitch. Oh, 1 to Olson. That one's low for ball 1. The 1-1 from Yonk in the dirt. Count runs to 2-1 now. Two-one pitch. That is hit hard out into left center field, and it will be caught out there in center for out number 1. Jay Ryder making the play out there in center field. For out number 1, now to the 7th spot in the order, it's third baseman Cy Becker. Becker's 1 for 1 on the evening. He had a base hit in his one and only at-bat in the second inning. And he swings on the first pitch, hits it out into right field, foul territory, and caught for out number 2. That one caught by the first baseman Zeke Strand. And again, the Dons, they've had some runners on tonight, had a couple of innings. Actually, each inning they've had a runner in scoring position at one point. That might end here, but the first 3, they had a runner in scoring position each time, just haven't been able to bring him in. That's strike 1 to Alex Edwards. Edwards flew out to the catcher, his first at-bat, 0 for 1. 2 outs, nobody on to Edwards. That one's low for a ball. One the count. As the sun comes through a little bit. That one low again for a ball. 2-1 the count now. Two-one pitch. Called strike 2. And again, a reminder that coming up after this game is your Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds, Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield Curtis or NasonvilleDairy.com. Count now runs full to Alex Edwards. The full count. Nobody on. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. The pitch. Swung on in foul territory. That's going to stay in play. Barely, and it's caught for out number 3. So it's our first 3-up, 3-down inning of the night as the Dons go down in 3 batters here in the 4th. So after 4 innings, it is 5-0 Blackhawks. We'll step aside. Be back right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Need incentive to get started at Mid-State Technical College? 1-2-3 for free can save up to $900 on tuition. Start this summer if you'd like. No catches, no application fee or essays to write. 1-2-3 for free at Mid-State. Get started at mstc.edu.
Central Wisconsin Glass is Central Wisconsin's choice for your next new or remodeled shower and bathroom. The experts at Central Wisconsin Glass will effortlessly guide you through the design and installation process. Have the elegant and modern shower and bathroom you've been looking for. Call Central Wisconsin Glass at 715-387-8010. That's 715-387-8010. And Central Wisconsin Glass on Facebook for your residential, commercial, and vehicle glass needs.
Welcome back, everybody, as we get set to start the top of the 5th inning. It's 5-0. Bloomer leads Columbus here, and it's Bloomer. They'll be up to bat here in the top of the 5th, and again, coming into this game, we said this is a matchup of 2 very good teams, and we said it's going to be a end-of-season tough matchup for the Dons against this Bloomer team. Again, the Dons are originally scheduled to play Assumption in their last regular season game of the season tonight, but end up being rescheduled, and they get canceled, however you want to call that, and they get Bloomer instead here today, and a very tough matchup as we've seen from one of the 1 seeds in Division II, the Bloomer Blackhawks. And leading off here in the top of the 5th is Marcus Harrelstead. Harrelstead is 1 for 1. He's got a 2 RBI base hit and reached on a fielder's choice. And his 2 at-bats, 1-0 to Harrelstead. Swings hard on that one, but fouls it back. Count evens up at 1-1. Again, we take a look at the brackets for each of these teams. Both the 1 seeds. So for Bloomer, they'll play the winner of Hayward and Northwestern in their first matchup. And that's strike 2, 1-2 to Harrelstead. So Bloomer is going to get the winner of Hayward and Northwestern in their first playoff matchup. And the Dons will place the winner of Spencer and Northern Lutheran. And that one may have hit the umpire. Umpire's going to take a moment to gather himself. 1-2 the count. As the ump shakes it off and gonna clean off the plate, and he looks like he's back and ready to go. Just had to shake it off briefly. But again, playoffs right around the corner next week. Again, Columbus will play the winner of Spencer and Northland Lutheran in their first round matchup. Of course, they get a bye. Both these teams are getting a bye in the first round as the 1 seeds. Count now 3-2. 3-2 to Harrelstead. That's high. Ball 4. And Harrelstead is walked. Again, it is still Blake Jacoby on the mound. He came in relief in the 4th. Back out there again here in the 5th. And walks Harrelstead back to the top of the order. It's center fielder Jay Ryder. Ryder is 1 for 2. He's flown out, had a base hit, and been walked in his 3 at-bats. First pitch is low for ball 1. So 1-0 the count to Ryder. Inside pitch, ball 2. Two and 0, runner at first, and no outs to Jay Ryder. High pitch, ball 3. So quickly 3-0 here to Jay Ryder in 3 pitches, and Jacoby in danger of walking a second straight batter. That'll be a strike though. 3-1. Inside pitch, that is ball 4. And Jay Ryder is walked, so Jacoby has walked the first 2 batters here in the top of the 5th. And that'll take us to the 2 spot in the order with shortstop Connor Crane. Crane's 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fly out. He's also been walked. He was walked back in the 3rd in his last at-bat. Runners at first and second base. For Connor Crane, that is a low pitch for ball 1. One 0 to Crane. Low in the dirt again, ball 2. And Jacoby now having some trouble hitting that strike zone. It's 2-0 to Connor Crane. In the dirt again. 3 straight pitches in the dirt from Jacoby. You got to think the Dons might just have some worn out arms tonight. And the umpire is checking on Jacoby. They're on the mound. We'll have a meeting on the mound. Coach is going to come out. Jacoby's arm might be.
No. Well, from his previous game.
Well, it looked like the umpire. It's a timeout from the umpire, so Jacoby might have an. I don't know if he's hurt or struggling with something, but as a timeout from the umpire, and Jacoby is going to be replaced on the mound. Again, he might be dealing with something where this throwing arm, but it looked to me like the umpire is the one that called that timeout. Maybe noticed something was up with Jacoby's arm and. And up to.
It was Zane Adler pitching instead of apparently Blake Jacoby.
Oh, yes. My apologies. Zane Adler, yep.
Thank you to Tanya Dittman for that one.
Thank you to Tanya Dittman. Thank you. Yeah, see, I had it. I just had it marked a little incorrect on my book. Thank you for clarifying that. Yes, you're correct. That is Zane Adler, number 6 for the Dons. That was on the mound. So Zane Adler's the one that maybe had the arm issue out there.
So quite interesting.
And he gets subbed out. Now, up to the mound, it is Cy Becker, number 25, on the mound. He takes a couple warm-up pitches. We're going to step aside and be back right after this on Zaleski Sports.
If you lose direction, you can grab my hand. I'll be the one behind you to say no one-man band. Just follow your dreams, keep your promises.
We're all different, but we all want great health insurance. See why we're rated #1 in service, coverage, and affordability in Central Wisconsin.
Welcome back, everybody. 5-0 Blackhawks as Cy Becker continues to warm up, and Zane Adler is now out of the game entirely. Before he looked like he was going to go out there to left, but he's been replaced by Drew Lang out there in left field. So I think Adler's night's going to be done. And again, with the umpire calling the timeout, I'm going to guess Adler's dealing with some kind of an injury. So hopefully Adler's all right, can make a quick recovery, whatever that injury is. But it's Cy Becker on the mound. Now here in the 5th, the 4th pitcher of the night for the Dons. And he throws a strike on the first pitch to Connor Crane. So it's 3-0 to Connor Crane, and now make it 3-1 with that strike thrown. Runners at first and second, no outs. And that is swung on, fouled off. So good start here for Cy Becker. Got to think the Dons are running low on arms. Already gone through 4 pitchers Inside pitch, that's ball 4, and Connor Crane is walked. The bases are loaded with no outs here for the Blackhawks, and not the spot in the order you'd like if you're a Dons fan. 3, 4, 5. Next up, Keegan Yonk, Jack Strand, and Zeke Strand. Yonk is 0 for 1. He's been walked twice and grounded out once. Inside pitch, ball 1. (1-0) to Yonk. Of course, Yonk, the starting pitcher tonight. That one's low for ball 2. Becker on the mound. Checks over to third. The pitch. Inside, ball 3, and Becker's in danger of walking in a run here. Be run number 6 for the Blackhawks. It's 3-0. That's high. It is ball 4. And Yonk is walked, and that'll bring in a run. Brings in Marcus Harrelstead home. And the bases remain loaded with no outs, but it's 6-0. Blackhawks. Jack Strand, the catcher, back up to bat. He's 1 for 3 with a base hit, a ground out, and a fly out. First pitch, swing and a miss from Strand. 0-1. Another big swing and a miss from Strand. And it's quickly 0-2 now. Nobody out. Loaded bases. Another swing and a miss. Strand strikes out. Oh, so I think he just fouled it back and out. Caught at the plate. Nonetheless, out number 1. Low ball to Zeke Strand. Up to bat now. Zeke Strand is 1 for 2 with a base hit, a walk, and a fly out. That's called strike 1. Count evens up at 1-1 now. The 1-1 from Becker. Inside pitch, ball 2. And Bloomer comes into this game 16-3 on the season. Marshfield 15-2. That one misses, ball 3. Three and 1. That is swung on and popped up into shallow right and caught. 4 out, number 2. So back-to-back outs, much needed for the Dons. And now they got a runner in a pickle here. Going to third, and that is out number 3. As that was, that was Connor Crane caught in the middle of it. It's out number 3. We'll step aside to be back with the bottom of the 5th after this on Zaleski Sports.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Really got to understand what what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has. You know, my best interest in mind always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Welcome back, everybody, as it's the bottom of the fifth here at Hackman Field. And we will have a pitching change here for the Blackhawks. It was Keegan Yonk starting for the Blackhawks here tonight. He makes it through 5 innings. Pitched a shutout in his 5 innings, and now coming from center field, it's Jay Ryder on the mound for the Blackhawks. So Ryder gets the go. And leading off here in the 5th for the Dons, out of the 9 spot, designated hitter Cole Hansen. It's the 9-1-2 due up for the Dons. First pitch is a strike from Ryder. 0-1 to Hansen. The 0-1 pitch. Make it 0-2. Strike 2 to Hansen. Looks at a couple of strikes. Now he's got a battle up there at the plate now. Swings on it. Lofts it out into left field. Nice play. Caught for out number 1 by the shortstop, Connor Crane. Crane just kind of ran. That one looked like, from this angle, it was going to be able to fall, but Crane kept ranging and ranging over and able to stretch out and make the play for out number 1. Back to the top of the order, it's Emmett Konieczny. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. Looks at a ball. So 1-0 to Konieczny. Nobody on, 1 out. That's strike 1. Count evens up at 1-1. Nobody on and 1 out. Ryder, the wind, the throw, swung on down the third baseline, but foul. And the count now runs to 1-2 to Emmett Konieczny. So the 1-2 count. Ryder on the mound. Ryder the pitch. Inside ball 2. Count now evens up at 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch from Ryder. That one misses. Yonk, who's now catching, he thought that was a strike, but the count runs full. And that's a called strike 3. Konieczny was heading to first. Konieczny goes down looking for out number 2. So it's been 2 up and 2 down thus far here in the 5th. Now to the 2 spot in the order, it's shortstop Blake Jacoby. Jacoby's 1 for 1, has a base hit and reached on a fielder's choice. 1-0 the count to Jacoby. Ryder. Outside pitch, ball 2. 2 outs and nobody on to Blake Jacoby. Faces the 2-0 count. Make it 2-1 as that is strike one from Ryder. Swings on that one, pops it back out of play and foul. Right into the bleachers over on the left-hand side here. Count evens up now at 2-2 to Jacoby with 2 outs and nobody on. As the sun sets here at Hackman Field in Marshfield, Wisconsin. The 2-2. Swung on down the first baseline, foul. As the Dons try to cut into this lead a bit. It's been 5-0 for a few innings now. Now it's, of course, 7. And that is a strikeout for Jacoby, and it's a 3-up and 3 down, bottom of the 5th for the Dons. We'll step aside, be back with the top of the 6th right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and More than just awards.
R&R Flooring in Spencer is your place for the best in innovation and lowest pricing for your flooring project. New or remodel, tile, carpet, hardwood, ceramic, cork, you name it, R&R Flooring is ready for you today. R&R Flooring supports area programs like the broadcast you're watching and also supports area suppliers so you get great quality and pricing that fits your budget. Go to R&R Flooring today to see their showroom of flooring, furniture, mattresses, and custom-built showers. R&R Flooring in Spencer.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
Welcome back, everybody, as we get set to start the top of the 6th inning. The Blackhawks lead the Dons 7-0. 7-0 in this one. I misspoke on that kind of end of inning pickle. That ended up scoring a run for the Blackhawks. And leading off for Bloomer, it is the third baseman, Colin Crane. Crane's 2 for 3 with a double, a base hit, and a flyout. Cy Becker on the mound for the Dons, and it's 1-0 to Crane. That's strike one. No ball. So 2-0 to Crane. Make it 3-0. That one's low and outside. 3-0 now to Colin Crane. And that misses again, high for ball 4. So Crane has walked in 4 pitches. And that'll take us to the 7th spot in the order. This time it's going to be second baseman Thomas Stoffel coming in there for Justin Rogatsky, the designated hitter who had been in that 7th spot. But Thomas Stoffel here swings and misses on the first pitch. 0-1. That one low and outside in the dirt for ball 1. Count now even at 1-1. Swung on, fouled back. And the count now runs to 1-2 to Thomas Stoffel. Inside pitch, swung on, lofted out into left field, and it's going to fall. Wow, Stoffel just lofts that one out into left field for the base hit. And now 2 runners on with no outs quickly here for the Blackhawks. They had the bases loaded much of the 5th inning. Now out of the 8th spot, it's right fielder Gabe Prince. Prince is 2 for 3 on the day. Couple of RBI base hits and a strikeout. Blown away on pitch 1. Another reminder that coming up at the conclusion of this game is your Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Go to NasonvilleDairy.com. Another pitch outside. It's 2-0 to Prince. Called strike. And the count should be 2-1, I believe. No, he's going to say it's 1-2. So it's 1-2. 1-2. To Gabe Prince. So I thought it was. I had it at 2-1, and no, so they did keep it at 2-1. So now it's 2-2. All right, a little bit of confusion out there, but now it's 2-2 to Prince. Outside ball 3. That was the difference. I do believe they got it right in the end, but 'cause I had it at 2-0 to start off as well. But that's the difference between a strikeout and not. That's fouled off. Runners at first and second and no outs to Gabe Prince, the right fielder. And he's had a couple of RBI base hits already tonight. That one's low. That's ball 4. Ball 4, and the bases are again loaded here in the 6th for the Blackhawks. And now we're gonna have a meeting on the mound with Cy Becker, and we might have our 5th Dons pitcher of the night, and we do. Well, we'll see. Looked like Becker tossed the ball to Coach, and then Coach tossed it right back, so. Looks like we're going to have a change at catcher, at least, which means we're probably going to have a change in other places. Yes, Becker, I see running out. Well, while we have the change, we'll step aside and be back after this on Zaleski Sports.
Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, has been a Central Wisconsin resident her entire life. That means she has the inside edge on knowing the landscape and what it takes to care for your real estate needs. Whether you're buying or selling, Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, is your friend and neighbor, ready to help.
I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, with experience in residential and commercial real estate. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted Best Pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli bacon cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118.
Welcome back, everybody. We do have a pitching change for the Columbus Catholic Dons. It is Cole Timler on the mound for the Dons, the fifth pitcher here of the evening for Columbus. It's Cole Timler, yep. I made one mistake, Vinny, okay. I mess up once, and Vinny will just never let you hear the end of it, I guess. All right, it's Harold Stead up to bat for the Blackhawks with the bases loaded and no outs, and that's an errant pitch, and that's a run scored. For the Blackhawks, it's Colin Crane coming around. Run number 7. Or excuse me, run number 8. For Bloomer. As Harold Stead looks at the 1-1 count with runners at second and third now. 2 runs and the game's about over. Forgot. 2-1 the count here to Harold Stead. Two and 2 now. That's a strike. Again, just to clarify, the 10 runs is the mercy rule, but Columbus would get to finish the inning. They'd get an at-bat. And softball and baseball do that differently. Softball, it'll end right at 10. Baseball, you get to finish out the inning. Full count to Harold Stead. And a swing and a miss. A strikeout for Timler against his first batter. That's out number 1. Runners at second and third. Back to the top of the order. It is center fielder, rather now pitcher, Jay Ryder. And that was our Surf Pro strikeout from Timler. Thanks to our friends over at Surf Pro. 1-0 the count here to Ryder. 1-0 pitch. Way outside, ball 2. But again, you look at the playoff brackets. Again, this Bloomer team will play the winner of Hayward and Northwestern in their first playoff matchup. Both these teams are 1 seeds. Columbus a 1 seed in Division 4. Bloomer a 1 seed in Division 2. Columbus will play the winner of Spencer and Northern Lutheran. Both these teams getting that first round bye. That's so beneficial You know, especially I think in the sport of baseball, as that one is launched out into left field, into the wall. This is going to bring in 2 runs and put the Blackhawks up by 10. Jay Ryder with the 2 RBI double to put the Blackhawks up by 10. So Ryder with a big hit out into left field there, and it's 10-0. Bloomer leads. Now to the 2 spot in the order. It's shortstop Connor Crane up to bat. Crane is 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fly out, also 2 walks. First pitch is a strike to Crane. Oh 1 to Crane. And the 0-1 pitch. Outside, swung on and missed. Count now 0-2 to Connor Crane. Runner at second, 1 out here in the 6th. And he hits that one. It just missed the umpire, had to dive out of the way. And that's going to be an RBI base hit for Connor Crane. As the umpire was showing some athleticism there up by second base, diving out of the way of that one. As it's an RBI base hit for Connor Crane. That brings home Jay Ryder. And the Blackhawks are really running it up here in the 6th. It's 11-0 and a quick meeting on the mound there. Now up to bat, our starting pitcher from tonight for the Blackhawks, Keegan Yonk. Yonk's 0 for 1. He has been walked 3 times. That one misses, ball 1. It's almost like Yonk is the opposite of a magnet tonight. You know what I mean, Vinny? The opposite of a magnet, you know? That's a great line. Well, he's been walked 3 times, and each time he hasn't seen 1 strike. It's been 4 balls thrown in 4 pitches. And he smacks that one out into deep left field. That one is still going into the wall. And Yonk's going to have his first hit, a double, an RBI double for Keegan Yonk, and I think I got to retire that phrase. Can't coin that term anymore, as that's run number 12 for the Blackhawks, and they are absolutely running away with it. Yonk is going to have a courtesy runner. But an RBI double for Keegan Yonk, and it's 12-0 Bloomer. Just realizing my phrase there, Vinny, I don't think really works. Because if he was a magnet, the pitches would be coming at him. Those would also be balls. You know what I mean? So I think I have to retire that phrase already. In its 5 minutes of glory, it has to be done.
I'm so happy you're graduating.
And a swing and a miss from Strand. It's 0-1 to Strand. Won't repeat what Vinny just said. Nope. 0-2 now to Jack Strand. 12-0 Blackhawks. Runner at second. Strand is 1 for 4 on the evening. That one's low, gets by the catcher, and Yonk's going to advance. 1-2. 1-2 to Strand.
That's not Yonk, though.
Oh, yeah, not. Yes. Not Yonk. Do you have a courtesy runner? One and two the count to Jack Strand. High pitch, make it 2-2. Lone in the dirt, ball 3. Now 3 straight balls thrown. Was 0-2. And Timler. Timler in danger of walking this batter, and he will. That's ball 4. Jack Strand is walked, and now we have runners at the corners for Zeke Strand, the first baseman, and the Blackhawks have gone all the way through their order here in the 6th once again. Did it in the 2nd inning as well. Went through 8 in the 3rd. This has been all bloomer all night. Zeke Strand. High pitch, ball 1. Swing and a miss. Count evens up at 1-1 now to Zeke Strand. Another reminder that coming up at the conclusion of this game is your Nathanville Dairy post-game show. In a moment, we'll hear from them as Zeke Strand gets an RBI base hit, and the Blackhawks are running it up. It's 13-0. So now runners at first and second, back for Colin Crane, up to bat again. Oh, 1, it's a strike. Again, we take a closer look at the Dons playoff here. Again, they're going to play the winner of Spencer and Northland Lutheran, Wisconsin Valley Lutheran. And from then, you got the 2-seed Edgar below them. Edgar's going to play the winner of Greenwood and Loyal. And further down in there would be sectional. You got the 1-seed Florence, 2-seed Wasaki. Pembine Goodman over there as well. Lena, Niagara. And another walk. Bases are loaded. So 13-0, and the Blackhawks with just 1 out, threatening again to put up more runs, and we may have agreed to call this one, or unless we're making a pitching change. I might be making a pitching, might just be a pitching change. Well, we got a lot of players coming out onto the field, a couple of coaches, and yep, we're gonna have a pitching change, I believe. All right, we'll step aside and be back after this on Zaleski Sports.
At Bauer & Fine Business Technologies in Marshfield, our company has been serving Central Wisconsin since 1955. We're still locally owned and believe strongly in supporting the communities that support us. If you're a current customer, thank you. If you're not a current customer, we'd love to work with you. Let's talk about copiers, printers, postage meters, and network services. Give us a call today at 800-288-2712 or visit our website at b-bt.com. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies. Better business together.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted Best Pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli bacon cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118.
Welcome back, everybody, as we get set to resume action here. It's Alex Edwards now on the mound for the Dons. Pitcher number 6 here in this one for Columbus. That one's popped up in foul territory and out of play. It's Thomas Stoffel up to bat for Bloomer with the bases loaded and 1 out. Swung on down the third base line, and that will go fair. Through the glove of Becker there, or under his glove, and that'll bring in a couple of more runs. And that winds up as an RBI double for Thomas Stoffel. And it is 15-0. 2 runners still in scoring position, too, for the Blackhawks, as they can continue to run it up here. Now up to bat, Gabe Prince. Prince has got a couple of RBI base hits. He's been walked and struck out. There's the pitch. Prince fouls it off. It's 0-2 to Gabe Prince. Again, Edwards on the mound. Sophomore. Inside pitch, ball 1. That one's outside. Another ball. Count evens up at 2-2 now to Gabe Prince. 15-0. Runners at second and third, 1 out. 2-2 the count. Prince grounds it up the middle and bounces off the shoulder of Adon, and that's an error. And it'll bring in another run for the Blackhawks at 16-0. Bloomer. So again, we talked about it earlier in the broadcast. The Dons are going to get a challenge here tonight, and you always want to play good teams, but you don't want to end your season with a game like this, regardless of who it's against. But it's 16-0. Now up to bat, Marcus Harlstead with 1 out, runners at the corners. 16-0, and Harlstead with an RBI base hit, and the Blackhawks are not done. Harlstead with the RBI base hit. 17-0. Runners at first and second, and again, Bloomer's just going to continue. Jay Ryder up to bat here. 17-0 for the Blackhawks, and they're just a few batters away from having gone through their order 2 times over. Well, 4 batters. That one lone away for a ball. Again, final game of the regular season for both of these teams. That is swung on, hit hard out into left field, ranging back to make the play. It's caught for out number 2. So Ryder flies out to left for out number 2. Now Connor Crane, the shortstop, up to bat here. Crane's second at bat of the inning. It's 1-0 to Crane. The 1-0 pitch from Edwards. Inside for ball 2. The 2-0 pitch. Swung and missed by Crane. Inside pitch, and the count evens up at 2-2. Or, excuse me, 3-1. Count now runs full. Runners at first and second with 2 outs to Connor Crane. Count runs full. And that's ball 4. Connor Crane has walked, and the bases are again loaded here in the 6th inning. As down to the 3 spot in the order, it's Keegan Yonk. Yonk is 1 for 2. He had an RBI double earlier in the inning and grounded out in the 3rd. Then he was walked 3 times. bases loaded. 17-0. Bloomer. High pitch, ball 1. One 0 to Yonk. Make it 2-0. The 2-0 pitch, that's in there for a strike. As we'll take a moment to check in with some of the other games going on tonight on the Zaleski Sports Broadcast Network. That's fouled off. In Mosinee at Marshfield Soccer, it's 1-0 Marshfield in the second. So tune into all those games we got going on. Counts 3-2. As look at Rosholt Stratford baseball we had on for you earlier tonight. Looks like Stratford got the big win there, and that's going to be another run walked in, 18-0. We also had Spash at Wisconsin Rapids baseball tonight on the Zaleski Sports Broadcast Network, and looks like it was Spash coming out on top in that one, 7-5.
That's huge for the Valley Conference standings.
Yep. Big Wisconsin Valley game there. Spash and Rapids, and, well, 7-6. 7-6 the score. Spash gets the win there, but tune into Mosinee Marshfield Soccer going on right now as well. 1-0 Marshfield. For all you Marshfield sports fans, 1-0 Marshfield over Mosinee, or Mosinee fans as well. Or just a fan of sports, fan of soccer, as that one just about hit the batter, Jack Strand. Strand swing and a miss for strike 2. But again, Marshfield up 1-0 against Mosinee in soccer. Just down the road over there on, was it Becker Street? Down over there where the Tigers are up 1-0 there, and they're going to say he got a piece of that, fouled it back at that great, fantastic looking football field and over at Marshfield. One-two count, inside pitch, make it 2-2. Two-two pitch, swung on, fouled off, and out of play. The 2-2 pitch, swung on, fouled off again. The count remains 2-2 with the bases loaded and 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Again, if Bloomer still has a 10-0 lead at the end of the 6th, this one will be over. But the Dons will get a chance here in the bottom of the 6th to try to cut it to within single digits, as that one's low for a ball, and the count now runs full to Jack Strand. We have seen 16 batters now in this 6th inning. And Strand has walked. We'll now see 17 batters. That's 19-0 as another run has walked in. As it's Zeke Strand now back up to bat for the Blackhawks. And again, Colin Crane is who started off this inning. He's due up next. And either way, we have now gone through. The Blackhawks have gone through their entire order twice here in the 6th inning. Since Crane was the one who started it off. (1-0) to Zeke Strand. 19-0. That one's called strike one. So 1-1 to Zeke Strand. Inside pitch, ball 2. It's hard to believe when we came into this inning, it was 7-0. It's been 12 runs. 12 runs scored here in the 6th. I have to say it's one of the more lopsided innings I've seen. But again, this Bloomer team, one of the best teams in the state in Division II, no doubt. In the state of Wisconsin. So again, we said it coming into the broadcast that, at the start of the broadcast that, this is going to be a tough matchup for the Dons. This is going to be a great team they're playing, a big challenge here to end the season, and definitely has been. Just if you're a Dons fan, Dons player, you'd like to have seen it gone a little better than this. Now the runners are going to steal, but, well, not going to steal, just ball 4. And that'll bring in another run, and we're now at 20-0. And now we see Coach coming out for the Dons. He's going to have a discussion, and I think he's going to make another pitching change. Yes, so Edwards is going to come off the mound, and we're going to have another change. We'll step aside and be back after this on Zaleski Sports, 20-0.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted Best Pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli bacon cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118.
When you want to win games, you look for an expert. Here's two-time national champion, Coach Jack Bennett.
I may know a few things about basketball, but I'm a rookie when it comes to vehicles. I trust the team at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers to call those shots. They're professionals. Remove the stress and anxiety of having your vehicle serviced or repaired.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Go with the winning team at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers.
Welcome back, everybody. A pitching change for the Columbus Dons. On the mound now for the Dons, Nathan Nemitz, the 7th pitcher of the evening for Columbus, as it's 20-0 here in the top of the 6th. And it's 2-0 to Colin Crane. Crane started this inning. We have now gone through 19 batters. Three won the count now to Crane. And a swing and a miss. And it's strike 2. The count now runs full. The full count with the full bases and 2 outs to Colin Crane. Nathan Nemitz on the mound. And he misses. That's ball 4. And another run will come around and in. 21-0. The Blackhawks have now scored 14 runs in the 6th inning alone. Again, this is just 7-0 heading into the 6th, and this has just been a wild 6th inning, to say the least.
So many runs they can't even put on the individual board. It's crazy.
As the bases remain loaded for Thomas Stoffel with 2 outs. But again, we have seen 20 batters here in the 6th. Of course, not 20 different batters, just 20 batters. 2-0. Make it 3-0. I've got to think. Swing and a miss. 3-1 now to Stoffel. And that, I believe that would have been a ball. Stoffel chased it. And that one is hit, popped up into shallow center field, and it will fall. An RBI base hit for Thomas Stoffel. And it's now 22-0. The Bloomer Blackhawks lead. And Blay first pitch the ball to Gabe Prince, back up to bat here. But again, you got 2 outs. Downs just need 1 more to get out of this inning. It's 2-0 now, the count. You gotta wonder when and if these two sides are just going to agree to call this a game. And nope, here we go. We might have out number 2. No! An infield RBI base hit for Gabe Prince, and it is 23-0 Bloomer. And again, yeah, and you just got to think that these two sides pretty soon have to agree to call this thing off. I mean, 23-0 in the 6th, and you know, the Dons, they're going to get another at bat if they can get out of this inning, but 23-0, it's they'd have to get it to 23-14 just to keep this game going into 7. That's grounded to third, and that is going to be out number 3. We'll step aside, be back with the bottom of the 6th right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Need incentive to get started at Mid-State Technical College? 1, 2, 3 for free can save up to $900 on tuition. Start this summer if you'd like. No catches, no application fee or essays to write. 1, 2, 3 for free at Mid-State. Get started at mstc.edu.
Central Wisconsin Glass is Central Wisconsin's choice for your next new or remodeled shower and bathroom. The experts at Central Wisconsin Glass will effortlessly guide you through the design and installation process. Have the elegant and modern shower and bathroom you've been looking for. Call Central Wisconsin Glass at 715-387-8010. That's 715-387-8010. And Central Wisconsin Glass on Facebook for your residential, commercial, and vehicle glass needs.
If you lose direction, you can grab my hand. I'll be the one behind you to say no one-man band. Just follow your dreams and keep your promises.
We're all different, but we all want great health insurance. See why we're rated #1 in service, coverage, and affordability in Central Wisconsin.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Bloomer leads Columbus here in the bottom of the 6th inning, and with the score being what it is, if Bloomer can get 3 outs and prevent the Dons, all Bloomer has to do is prevent the Dons from scoring 14 runs here in this inning, and the game is over. Leading off here in the 6th, it's Cole Timler. Timler is 0 for 1 on the day. He's flown out to center field and been walked once. Swings and misses on that one. The count evens up at 2-2. Oh, Josh Moritz, all right. Isaac Moritz up to bat. My apologies. Pinch hitter, or substitution rather, in the outfield. So it's Isaac Moritz up to bat, and he sees a full count. Again, on the mound for the Blackhawks, it's Connor Crane. That one's fouled back and out of play. Full count pitch. Called strike 3. And Moritz goes down looking for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 6th. Now up to bat for the Dons, it's Wade Kolpanen. Kolpanen, his first at bat of the night. Same went for Moritz. That's strike 1 to Kolpanen. Swing and a miss, strike 2. The Blackhawks 2 outs away from finishing their season with a win. Their regular season, that is. That's called strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Connor Crane. And just one more out, and the Blackhawks will come out with a 23-0 win. Now up to bat, again for the first time tonight, Drew Lang. Lang swings and misses on the first pitch. The 0-1 to Lang. Inside, strike 2. Oh, 2 to Lang. That one outside for ball 1. And a swing and a miss. Connor Crane strikes out 3 straight batters in the 6th. And this one is over. The Bloomer Blackhawks take down the Columbus Dons 23-0 in 6th innings. Bloomer improves to 17-3. They finished the regular season 17-3 on the season. Columbus finishes their regular season 15-3 on the year. We'll step aside. Coming up next is your Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Go to NasonvilleDairy.com. We'll step aside. Be back with that post-game show after this on Zaleski Sports.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Welcome back, everybody, to your Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Go to NasonvilleDairy.com. And tonight it was the Bloomer Blackhawks taking down the Columbus Dons 23-0 here in this one in both teams' regular season finales. Again, Columbus finishes the season 15-3. Bloomer finishes the season 17-3. And in this one, again, it was 7-0 going into the 6th, and then it was the 16 runs put up by Bloomer that really sealed it there in the 6th inning. Again, when we look ahead for these two teams, the playoffs are up next. For Bloomer, they will play the winner of Spencer and Northland Lutheran, Columbus will play the winner of Spencer and Northland Lutheran in their first playoff game. That matchup will be next week, Tuesday. Again, Thursday is when these playoffs start, but both these teams have first-round byes. So next week, Tuesday, will be Columbus's first game against either Northland Lutheran, Wisconsin Valley Lutheran, or Spencer, the 4-5 matchup. And again, same thing for Bloomer. Their next matchup will be, again, they're going to play next week, Tuesday, against the winner of Hayward or Northwestern next week, Tuesday. That has been your Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Go to NasonvilleDairy.com. So again, as Bloomer getting the blowout win here tonight against Columbus. With that, I want to thank you all for joining us. My name is Caleb Jacoby alongside Vinny V. Laurel. Thanking you all for joining us here tonight, and we'll see you all next time right here on Zaleski Sports.